Unscripted Kayfabe. Tune in to Spotify. Tune in to Apple Podcasts. Tune in to iTunes, to Apple Music, even Heart Radio. The Unscripted Kayfabe is the product that we watch. To analyze the product, to watch the product, to discourage the product, to encourage the product. When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, oh boy, we're getting a rant. Welcome to the Unscripted Kayfabe. No rumors, no dirt, oh bullshit. This is the Unscripted.
Welcome everybody to the Unscripted Kayfabe. Are we live? Can we hear each other? I think we can, right? Yeah. Your host, Spader. Damn, it's getting cold. Whew. And it's a final end at John Cena's wrestling career, too. Interesting. Y'all say I'm not gonna review much because the product sucks. Professional wrestling has been awful. I say fucking awful as a product this year. Majority of it. It's not been it. AEW or WWE. The last full show I enjoyed was Full Gear. And we talked about that, right? That was our last stream. Full Gear. Full Gear was a fun-ass show. Since then, I could give two shits about anything else going on. AEW's focused on the fucking C2, the Continental Classic. Like, who the fuck cares about that shit, honestly? C2 you call it this year, right? I don't know, whatever the fuck you want. It's called the C2, the Continental Classic. That's what they care about. Good for them. I don't give two shits about that nearly. Why would I care about it? I don't. Continental Classic can go to hell, honestly. That's what I believe. That's what I think I believe, at least, that the Continental Classic could go to hell. Continental Classic is another one that just could go to hell at that point. Wait a second. There we go. All right, we're back at it. As I said, Continental Classic can just go to hell. I honestly don't give two effing shits about it. I don't. But again, we're not here to gloat and glaze. Let's get into the show. The show, Saturday night's main event, was 10 times better than the Survivor Series show. This was a really great fucking show. It's a really great effort show, dude. This was a great ass show. Like Survivor Series, I was bored, death bored watching that shit. You know, I was on my phone and I couldn't give two shits about a women's match that I don't give two shits. I could give two shits. I could give two shits about it. And I appreciate women's wrestling, but when you just give it to me like, hey, it's women's wrestling for the sake of it being women's wrestling with no circumstances, no payoffs, and no storylines, really no really realistic belief for me to care about this shit, honestly. I will give him a little heads up on Survivor Series because I didn't shit to review that shit, honestly. Because I was not going to review that. It was awful. That show sucked. One of Triple H's worst shows ever he's ever booked. Ever. And they both happened this goddamn year. Being in a great show like Pecto Stadium, like Pecto Park, didn't save this show. That show was goddamn awful. That women's match was the most who cares about this scenario match. One thing out of the women's match I cared about, nothing. Because first of all, you want me to care about something that doesn't make sense, honestly. You throw this together for the sake of it being women's, because it's women, like more games, and you want me to care about it? No, I don't. I don't care about fucking Charlotte Flair and Rhea Ripley teaming up together or having issues. I don't care about it. I don't. The only thing I cared about is Becky Lynch and AJ Lee, and that's where I started watching the match when she came out. Because I could give two shits about this match. Cena versus the Dominic Mysterio was just a showcase match, or not even a showcase, just a match carried by the crowd, basically. A match that was not better than the one they had on Raw, but a fun match for the sake of being a fucking fun match. Nothing special about it. Simple as that. Simple as that. And then whatever else happened on the show, Nikki Bella and Stephanie Vaquer. Please don't get me started. Nikki Bella sucks. That match was okay at best. And what we we don't need a Stephanie Vaquer match because Stephanie Vaquer is this good, but again, it's a shame that she's working with a fucking loser. Not loser, I want to call her, but a goddamn skunk is Nikki Bella in women's professional wrestling. But hey, that's what that was. I would rather care to watch a Charlotte and a Nikki Bella match than a Stephanie Vaquer and Nikki Bella match. Whatever. I'm just going to Survivor Series because I again didn't want to review that shit, and I just want to talk about my. That show sucked. And then the main event, a little cool shit in between here and there, but honestly, I could give two shits about that too. I could give two shits about that too. We move on from those wrestling matches and those storylines to Saturday night's main event, which I think was a really great show. We just kicked off the show with not Drew McIntyre, goddamn it, Cody Rhodes versus Oba Femi, which apparently there was a situation where Ricky Saints and Oba Femi faced her to face who's going to face Cody Rhodes in the future versus the now match or whatever. It's John Cena's request or sorts, which I get it, sure. So Oba Femi ended up winning, and Oba Femi went on to face Cody Rhodes. They protected Cody and Oba Femi. I did not like that you have to protect Cody Rhodes. We're at a point where we don't have to fucking protect Cody Rhodes. The dude is untouchable. The dude, again, he doesn't need to be protected anymore, really, honestly. Cody Rhodes should not be protected one bit. This was your moment to make a statement when you go out with Cena's retirement, whatever, goddamn show tonight, right? You make a statement while you put over Oba Femi. But no, you got to protect them once. I don't care, really, honestly. Cody would have not ever hurt Cody. He is so big in terms of his star power and what he is that him losing to Oba wouldn't do nothing to him. Like, please, you don't need to protect Cody. You're not building him anymore. You build him back 4 years ago when you had him beat Seth Rollins 3 times in a row, and that was under Vince of all people. 3 times in a row, he beat Rollins 3 times. Thrice. It's crazy. He's poised to be the guy under Vince too. A lot of people don't even know that. But still, you don't need to protect Cody. You can have Oba win. You can put out a statement, hey, this is Cena's last retirement, whatever, this show. And to give a nod and respect to Cena, we're going to put over our young stars. We're going to put over anyways, we're going to put over Oba fucking Femi. That's how much it means. That's how it would have meant to me. But hey, they chose to have Drew McIntyre, which I'm so sick of, by the way, now. It's like Drew McIntyre is the one guy that they have come out all the time to attack Cody Rhodes. We are over with this feud. This feud started in August. We're in December, and they've been doing this shit since then. It's like they have Cody because they want Cody going to WrestleMania as champion. It's really fucking obvious to me. So they're having Drew McIntyre be that guy. Or they have Aleister Black had a little stink with Cody Rhodes because they have nobody, basically. It's fucking deplorable. It's awful. It's dreadful. You're just going to make him the bridesmaid, never the bride, honestly. That's what Drew McIntyre is. That's his gimmick, really. Too bad. Cody sucks. Sol Ruka and Bailey. What a match. God damn it, guys. This match was awesome. Sol Ruka and Bailey showed how great Sol Ruka is. I've already seen her matches in NXT. I've seen her performances in NXT. This is when she was first earlier on, I believe. We're going back to Stand and Deliver LA in 2023. The one that happened in Los Angeles. Sol Ruka is awesome. She's legit so good. Love it. Love Sol Ruka. She's great. I'm not sure which show I'm talking about, really. But I mean, Sol Ruka is awesome. Sol Ruka is great. And they had her beat Bailey, even though it was a roll-up kind of a inside cradle situation, but they still had her beat Bailey. That tells you that Bailey is kind of like that. What I give her she's kind of the right of getting over or something like. That started, you have to the thing you have to go through to become bigger. I don't know, whatever the hell. So they had Bailey win. Sol Ruka beat Bailey. That's standard bearer of women's profession. That what Natalia was back in the day. That's what Bailey has become. To put her, and now Bailey is on her way to become a legend. Honestly, Becky, Charlotte, and Mercedes. Mercedes is at fourth right now because, once upon a time Mercedes used to be cool. Now she's just cringe, honestly. And once upon a time, I preferred her more over Bailey. Sasha Banks, I don't. Bailey's better. Because Mercedes comes off as cringe, hokey, and something as cringe is not going to be as much like this much from, especially if I'm like we're goddamn Gen Zs don't like fucking cringe shit, bro. Come on. You're cringe. Even millennials will say, no, nobody likes this Mercedes CEO shit, honestly. What made Mercedes Varnado good was her character as Sasha Banks because it was cool. She was trying to. She came off as cool. Her look was cool. She wasn't this egotistical. She wasn't showing her real life situations. She was cool. She was a cool character, and she was an awesome professional wrestler. And her gimmick was cool. The cool factor went away. Her professional wrestling. She might be the best women's professional wrestler out there today, and might be number one, honestly. But her character work is awful. It's cringe. It's hokey. It's not there. But hey, good job for Bailey being the standard bearer to put over Sol Ruka. Love that. Love that. And goddamn those long legs they were putting out there, huh? Javon Evans, Leon Slater versus Dragon Lee and AJ Styles. This was a showcase of tag team wrestling and showcase of Leon Slater versus AJ, Javon versus AJ, or whatever. It's just awesome. This was a fun match. They gave you something there. They didn't give you all of it, but they gave you something a little bit there. It was a fun-ass match, a fun new generation match that we got here with these new upcoming dudes that are my age, obviously, like 20 years old, whatever. Javon or Leon Slater. Because people are like at the age of 20 now, like my age, dude. That's crazy. But hey, yeah. So Javon and Leon Slater, they had a fun match, definitely. A lot of like little moments with with AJ and Leon Slater, which probably will lead up to a match eventually down the line. Hopefully, we're going to be getting into that later on. But overall, it was a fun match. And then what else did we get on the show that I'm not missing? Right? Am I saying shit right? I don't know. What else we got on the show? Yeah, so we got that match, and that was a fun match. It was a really fun match. A good match, really good match, honestly. Had fun watching it. It was a good experience to watch in pro wrestling. Not like, bad. It's good. Like that sell on the post by Dragon Lee was really good. It's a fun ass match. Moving on to a segment with The Miz. I believe we had Jesse the Body Ventura on the post show panel. But anyways, moving on to segment with Miz, who was trying to complain about Cena. Here comes out Joe Henry. He pins him. Little fun shit there. Beautiful. What the hell? Who really cares? To pop up the crowd, honestly. The match. Everybody's in the crowd. You got Eve Torres. You got Kurt Angle. Everybody. You got Eve Torres, Kurt Angle. You got a message from Kane. Eve Torres, Kurt, RVD, Mark Henry. And then we got Undertaker, whoever else is looking to come. Michelle McCool, Trish Stratus, the women's who were like big influential or who were part of Cena's life or something. In Cena's life, majorly in WWE, women like Trish Stratus, Eve Torres, and obviously, as I said, Michelle McCool. Anyways, moving on. This match was okay. So Gunther comes out with his Walter-esque theme again, which is awesome that he's got that theme again. Honestly, this final symphony. Cena comes out one last time in his entrance. The crowd is kind of getting a little emotional. Got me a little bit, not too much. The match was a really good match, fun stuff. Cena he always like stood up and fought back so many times that Gunther puts him down again and again. Technical, beautiful match. Cena with his two finishers, one on the announce table, breaks the announce table open, one off the. Forgot about Cody Rhodes getting busted open by Opa Femi with an uppercut. His eardrum got busted open. It's bleeding all over the place. Forgot about that moment. It's an awesome shit, honestly. But the Gunther getting put in through the announce table with an AA. Then you got Cena again giving him the AA. It was a fun match. And in a final match where Cena was trying to put him in the lock. Cena started to get out of it, but Cena eventually just couldn't get out of it. And Gunther had it right where he wanted him. And Cena smiled. Cena smiled when he tapped out. And there's a story to tell in this. There's a story that you need to understand here, folks. This is why I give this out again. John didn't just smile for the sake of smiling. John smiled because he felt the burden is off of himself. He felt that he can just he doesn't have to do this anymore. And there's nothing left to lose, really. That smile was, I give up. I give up my career. It's like, yeah, I get it. The guy who always told you to never give up gave up finally. And what example does that tell to Triple H? Dude, realistically, as you're a person, you will understand it's not Triple H's decision. It's Cena's decision. This is such a Cena thing to even do. This is such a Cena move, honestly, because it's John Cena. This is what he wants to do. This is what he really wanted to do. He wants to put over the guys. You know Cena is keen on putting over guys. He wants to put over people. And he was going to lay down for the pin. Even though Triple H, this is a Cena move. And he tapped out while smiling, saying, I'm like, let go of all of that. He doesn't have the burden to carry the company. He's no longer going to carry the company. He's retired. And he's happy that his career ended the way he wanted. The smile was that I'm happy. This is what I wanted and I got it. Like that tap, and he smiled, like he tapped like this. That was storytelling right there. And if you don't notice that, I don't know what else I'm going to explain to you. That's storytelling, right? That's telling you that I gave it all to professional wrestling 23 years, and now I finally can give up all of this. Sure, it gives an example. Oh, now the guy who never gave up told people to give up. He finally gave up. But this was his final match. And it was so poetic that he gave up. That you finally will give up. And you can't keep on going. You gave up. Because now there's nothing left to lose. You gave up. Even Matt Hardy, I even thought, and even it changed a lot of people. I think it really kind of helped other people understand more about this until they begin their feelings that, oh, they had Cena give up, and then a whole model of John should never give up, and he finally gave up. And what is it to say for the kids? Motherfucker, don't understand what this guy to say with the kids. Okay, we don't need to even get there, honestly. Cena gave up because it was the right thing to do. Because it was the right thing to say, hey, all this burn on me, it's gone now. What I would love to lose? Nothing. He smiled and gave up. It's like, why should I fight back? I did everything. This, like, goodbye. That's it. That smile and the tap out was, he let go of everything finally. He gave up. This is a way to end the Super Cena character. There was a way to end the Super Cena character. And the tap out like this with a smile that he did was the way to end his character. And I loved it. Because it was that, what do I have left to lose? It was beautiful. That smile was beautiful. It was a beautiful moment. The way it was portrayed. And this was, again, not Triple H's decision. And any fucker out there is going to boo Triple H for this reason is a fucking idiot. This is a Cena decision. Because Cena actually cares about putting over people. And this is what he really wants to do. If you understand this, you will understand this is a Cena decision. He would absolutely put over Gunther. He's a business. Cena is a company guy. He's going to put over. He's going to be the guy to help the other guy get over. He knew he doesn't need to win this, really. Like, I would not be mad if Cena won this, honestly. But the way he lost is what makes me even more, oh my God, this was so good. The way he lost, this was so good. Storytelling right there. Storytelling is important in professional wrestling and WWE. You got it right there. Awesome shit. Loved it. I'm gonna read this probably a post from Matt Hardy, if you guys might not know about this. So verbatim, I would say verbatim, right? We're gonna read this post out a little bit. So to give you a little interpretation, hey, nothing wrong with that.